Hey everyone, this is Tyler Franklin with Axis Seed. It's Friday, November 2nd. Soybean harvest is well underway across the state of Virginia. We're hearing some good deals and some not so good yields, but I think we're going to be right on par for a good average soybean crop. Quality started off poor, but as we get into the later planted beans, the later maturities, the quality's clearing up really good. But selling season is upon us. Many brands have already had their cash discount deadlines occur, and people have been calling on farmers for a couple weeks now, but we're really just getting started. There's a couple things that I want to mention that you really need to pay attention to when the salespeople approach you and you're making your seed decisions, specifically with corn, over the next couple months. You're going to see dozens and dozens of plots presented to you from different locations and dozens of different brands throughout the next several months. It's going to be overwhelming and even confusing at times, and you may not be sure what to really believe at the end of it all. And one thing that I really want you to understand is that many of these plots are strictly showcasing yield. Yield is what makes you money, but there's a lot of factors that go into yield. So don't just focus on that number one product at the plot in your county. I can promise you that there is very little bit of reliable information that's gathered from one plot over one location during one season. The reason people put in plots is because the value is averaging them together and studying them over several different environments, even over several different years, and getting some really good consistent information. One location, one plot only tells me what did good this specific year with this specific temperatures, the amount of rainfall we had on this soil type now. It doesn't tell me what's going to be best next year or what's going to be best overall. So be careful with that. The important thing to understand is that there are 1,000 variables that influence yield. These 1,000 variables are made up of management factors that we can control and environmental factors that we cannot control. If we manage to the best of our ability and place products where they are best suited, we set our farms up for the highest chance of success. And so yields, specifically with plots, are not the only thing that we need to be focusing on when we're making our seed selections. You need to think about stalk strength. You need to think about root strength, disease resistance, drought tolerance, husk coverage, seedling vigor, dry down, grain quality, ear drop. Does this hybrid do better on sandy soils or does it do better on clay soils? Let's say you end up purchasing that number one corn hybrid that did well in your county. What if the stalks are terrible and it falls down on you next season? Or what if that particular location that plot was planted was light sandy soil and you have a little bit heavier land, which that hybrid doesn't like? What if you harvest late and let the corn dry down in the field, but this hybrid has an upright ear that doesn't fall down and the husk flares on it, which allows rain in? You end up with a lot of sprouting and poor quality because of that. When making your seed selections, know that you're investing in a living, breathing organism, and that living, breathing organism is subject to those 1,000 variables that ultimately affect yield. Make sure that you trust your seedsman and that you're putting the right product on the right acre. If we haven't worked together yet and created a cropping plan for your farm, reach out to me or one of my seed advisors and we'd be glad to help you in any way that we can. Seed selection is one of the most critical decisions a farmer makes that will ultimately determine whether or not his operation is profitable. Give me a call, 804-445-43333, or check us out at tidewaterseed.com. Thank you.